So after fiddling around with the antenna, the coax, the radios, or the antennas, comparing, something's not right. It really isn't right. The Antron is like one and a little bit S points better than my HF antenna, which is just a quarter wave wire from the ground, and the Antron is 30 odd feet up in the air. So there's something not quite right. So thinking logically, it can only be one of a few things. It can be the radio itself, the coax, connectors, or antenna. So I've tried on various radios, I think about 3 radios, and it's all pretty much the same. So that kind of eliminates radio. So I'm going to do it step by step, rather than try all different things at the same time. I'm going to do one thing at a time. So I've ordered some coax, and I'm looking at antennas at the moment, but I'll try the coax first. And the idea was I was going to look for getting everything off of Amazon, but it's quite difficult getting some of the stuff here in Canada from Amazon. So I was looking at the radios, I was looking at antennas, but it just isn't going to work. Anyway, coax I could get from Amazon. I have a run at the moment to my HF antenna of the they call it the KMR 400, which is a LMR equivalent, but it isn't going to be as good as LMR, but it works okay, and it's HF, so I got 75. I've ordered a 75-foot run of that and some new connectors, and hopefully that works. If not, then we're going to have to start looking at the antenna. So the coax turned up in less than 24 hours, which is pretty cool. I'm hoping they're sending the right stuff. And look, the coax and connectors. Coax that I ordered. I got this in the 75 foot length. It comes with the N-type connectors, so yeah, you can either cut those off and put your own ones on, or I'm just going to use the adapters. It gives you a breakdown of how it's made up. Yeah, the loss on 100 foot of this is, they say it's 0.67, so for 100 feet, so for 75 feet it's going to be around about the half a dB, which I can live with. I think that's pretty much it. As I say, I got the 75 feet, which I think came to about $82. That's $82 Canadian. These are the adapters that I ordered. SO239 to the UHF female. As I say, I use these on another antenna and they work just fine. And they're cheap enough. It saves you having to cut the coax up. This is 35-foot run, I hope. They call it LMR 400, but I know it's an LMR 400 equivalent. These come with N-type connectors on, which you would use for UHF. So I ordered a couple of the E-type SO239 adapters, and as I say, I've got those on my HF antenna and they work just fine. So we need to get this up and try again, see if it makes any difference. Hopefully it is that. If not, then we're on the lookout for a new antenna. Wow, well, what a mess. So I started pulling out a few pieces to sell on, and I've sold a few pieces on. I've got a few more pieces of equipment up for sale at the moment, but it's looking very sorry for itself. It used to look so nice, but I guess it's got to get it worse before it gets better. I really stripped it all out so far. Replaced the coax. Not too sure if it's made much difference because conditions have been rubbish the past few days, so I haven't had a chance to try it out. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of listing stuff for sale and looking at equipment that I might get to replace what I've discarded or sold. But yeah, it's looking sorry for itself at the moment, that's for sure. So the RCI is out, getting ready to go off to a local tech to get him to give it a once over, hopefully a clean bit of health. There are a few things about it that I don't like, so I'm going to get him to check those out and fix if necessary. And if he finds any modifications in it that I'm not aware of, just to put those right and back to stock. And above that, the little Uniden PC244, that's up for sale. That's gone on Marketplace as well. That's one of the things that I'm selling just to fund the revamp that I'm doing. So as you can see, the RCI is back from the technician. Clean bill of health. He said he'd done me a favour and replaced the bulbs in the meters. He replaced them with red LEDs. Well, I don't think they are LEDs, I think they're just red bulbs, but he said he thought they went with the rest of the dials on there. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know if I like it or not. I'm going to leave it for now, see if it grows on me. If not, I'll revert back to white ones. It did need new ones, the other ones were rubbish. I'm really fortunate. I've got a tech that lives 12 minutes away. He's highly skilled. Most of his work is repairing, restoring ham radios. He's got like so much experience and so many qualifications coming out of his ears, so he's not just someone that's played with it. He knows what he's doing, and he's got a very good name and it's a proper company, so I'm really fortunate. And he looked it over and just said that I don't think it needed much. I think it was a bit of cleaning, a little bit of alignment, and that was it. So that was good. Anyway, I got that all back yesterday. Skip was good yesterday, but I've got to say the Antron is definitely bust, or they are rubbish. Just comparing it, as I said before, to a quarter wave piece of wire that's attached from the ground up, is pretty much performing the same as the Antron, which is 35 feet up in the air. In fact, it's quieter than the Antron. The Antron is noisy compared to the little $10 piece of wire. So I don't know, guys. It's they're either rubbish rate antennas or there's a fault with it, but I've been over it a few times and I cannot find anything wrong with it, which leads me to believe that you know, they're not as good as people say. So I'm in the market for a new antenna. I think I'll get a new one rather than used, and that kind of has given me an idea that I should do a video, new versus old, and you know, the pros and the cons, because you're not always saving money when you buy old. You know, I was fortunate with the 2980 that there was nothing wrong with it. You buy these things and then you get them home, and if they're a wreck, you know, you're going to pay more to have it fixed than you paid for the radio itself. And by the time you add the cost and the repair costs, it might have been cheaper to buy new. Anyway, that's something I'm going to look into, and we'll see how it goes. But there it is. Any comments, let me know. At the moment I'm looking at the Stereo 827 antenna. It is available in Canada, so it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg to get it shipped from the US or the UK. Anyone got those, let me have your thoughts. But that's the one I'm kind of leaning toward at the moment. So I think I'm going to wrap this one up here, because I don't know when I'm going to get that antenna. It could be a matter of weeks. I've got no idea. So we'll wrap that one up. We're kind of getting there. You know, the coax has been replaced, the connectors have been replaced. I know the radio's good. Which only the microphone's good as well. That was all checked out, so that's only leaving me the antenna. We'll see. Thanks again, guys. Please subscribe and go watch some of the other videos. I need to get the hours up. Have a great day. Thanks.